Hi and welcome to this Strength for Women session today. I'm Kirsty and I'm going to be guiding you through this session. It's a waist workout, so we're going to be working into the abs, but importantly into the obliques, round to the sides of those abs as well. And we're going to be doing a lot of bending, a lot of twisting movements. I'm going to be using a set of 3 kilo dumbbells, so if you want to use weights, you know that's what I'm going to be using, but you don't have to use weights. This is your workout, so you have the choice to do it how you want to do it. If you're ready, let's get going. Okay, so let's get started. We're just going to start with a little waist warm-up, just for a few seconds here before we get into the first exercise. So I've got my feet planted into the floor, my toes facing forwards. I'm keeping my hips facing forwards too, just as I'm twisting round, making sure that we're just going to wake up all of those muscles, starting to go through a little greater range each time if you can. Well done. Working here, just around about 10 seconds left. So just twisting around, hopefully you're feeling that you've got a good range. 2, 1, take a rest. I'm going to pick up my weight. If you're using a weight, then you can pick yours up too. If not, don't worry, just you do this with your hands clasped in front of you. We're going to hold the weight, toes again facing forwards and hips facing forwards too, and we're going to twist and twist, okay? Keep those hips facing nice and straight. We're going to work for 40 seconds. Are you ready? Let's go. So twist, twist. Good. Now I find the best thing to do here is not to look at the weight or not to look at your hands, because it can make you a little bit dizzy. Make sure that your head is following the same direction, but we are not going to be watching those hands, okay? 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Well done. Twisting through. 10 seconds left. We're going to take a 20-second rest and we're going to go again with the exact same exercise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rest. Well done. I'm going to stay with my weight, but remember, you don't have to use a weight if you don't want to or if you don't have one to hand. This is still going to be effective if you're using those muscles, really keeping those hips facing forwards, and that's really going to help you out. Okay, I'm making sure my toes are facing forwards. We're going to get ready to go again. Arms in front, and let's go. Twist, twist, and twist. So this is an all-standing workout today. There's no getting down to the mat. Love a bit of standing abs. Really, really good for you. Good for building strength, and it's really good for confidence. Well done. Good job. 15 seconds to go. If it's a little too much at this point in time, you can drop the weight, you can drop your arms, just keep twisting through if you can. But if you've had enough, then you can rest. 3, 2, 1, take your rest. Really well done. Next exercise, I'm going to grab my other weight, squatting to pick up my weight always. Feet nice and wide apart, shoulder width or further apart. Hands down by the sides and palms facing into your body. And we're going to go down to the side, up and down to the other side. So when you're ready, come with me. You can do this with or without a weight. Good. So you'll be able to feel this in your inner thigh as well, perhaps. You might not be able to feel it there, but it doesn't mean it's not working. Keep going. Well done. If you enjoy my workouts, then please do head over to strengthandbloom.com, where you'll find my website, loads of information and advice on there. I've got a store, all my workouts, and then you can become a member as well. Rest. You can become a member as well and enjoy fitness plans. So my workouts knitted together into handy little plans, 2, 3, 4 week plans. So if you like that, then head over there, have a little look, come and say hi. Love to see you there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. Down to the side and down to the side. Good. So these 40 seconds of work is just really good, just to get those muscles working for a good amount of time. You start to get a little tired, and that's what we want. We want to push them ever so slightly past the point of where they're comfortable, and that way you can Really develop your fitness. Your body is so reactive. It knows what it wants to do. Good. 3, 2, 1, and take your rest. Really well done. That's 2 exercises in. Third one coming up. I'm going to show you this one without a weight, and then I'm going to show it to you with a weight. So bring your hands up overhead, and you're going to bend over to the side and over to the side. So that's without a weight. And with a weight, of course, you're just going to hold the one weight and let's go. So over to the side, back up, over to the other side. Now you may feel using the weight is really tough, and it is really tough. You don't need to use a heavy weight at all for this exercise. The weight is always going to try and find its way down to the ground, and it's up to you to stop it. Using those muscles to stop it getting down to the ground, because that's all it wants to do. So slow it down if you're using the weight, and if you're not using the weight, this is still really effective. Good. Bending over to the side, back up, and rest. Well done. Always making sure you finish the movement that you're doing. I'm going to do the next set without a weight, just to show you, just for solidarity, for any of you that aren't using weights out there. It doesn't mean it's the easy option. Bring those arms overhead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Over to the side. So you can see you can get a greater range without using the weight. And if you want to work on your flexibility, you want to work on developing that range, you might want to start without a weight first, add the weight in, go without a weight, see the difference. Good. And again, we're not speeding through this. We're taking the time to respect the movement, making sure it's working properly. Just less than 10 seconds here. You're doing so well today. Good job. 3, 2, 1, take your rest. 20 seconds rest, and we're going to go into an oblique crunch next. So we really are working into those waist muscles today. So fingertips onto the temples, and you're going to crunch the elbow to the knee. Okay, you can bring the knee up to the elbow, or you can bring the elbow down to the knee, or, my favorite, you can do both. So you're bringing the knee up and the elbow down at the same time. Do what works for you. I know that some ladies find this a really tricky exercise. If you have a little hip pain, it can be difficult. So you can just bring in that angle of the knees if you need to. But if you can work right out with the knees quite far apart, that's going to give you a little bit more into the hips, into the obliques as well. Good, so crunching in. Well done. You might find now that your heart rate is starting to come up. Starting to be a little bit cardio, not overly cardio obviously, and rest. One more lot of those. So really working into those side muscles here. You've got 10 seconds before we get to go again, so just find your rhythm, find the exercise variation that's right for you. There's no right or wrong when it comes to listening to your body, okay? Let's go again. Crunch it in, crunch it in. Good. All movement is positive movement, so just working on getting that crunch in, working through the range that you can do, making sure that your feet are firmly planted into the floor. Over halfway here. Good job. Crunch it in. Well done. 10 seconds. Keep it going then. 4, 3, 2, 1, take your rest. 20 seconds just looking in. The next exercise, I'm going to use one weight. Again, you don't have to use a weight if you don't want to. Arms come over overhead, and we're going to crunch the knee in, bring the weight up. Knee in, weight up. You don't have to use a weight if you don't want to. Ready? 2, 1, let's go. Crunch it in, crunch it in. Good. Well done. So 40 seconds here. If you're using the weight or if you're not using the weight, this is going to feel quite cardio. So don't worry if your heart rate's coming up a little bit. Work with what you want to work with. It just means that those muscles are demanding oxygen. That's all that is. It's a cause and effect. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rest. I'm just going to hold on to my weight here. If you need to put your weight down, please do. Just a 20-second rest. Making sure that my toes are facing forwards, heels are pushed into the floor, holding that weight end on as well. That's really important. Make sure you've got a nice firm grip onto that weight. 2, 1, let's go. Crunch it in. Crunch it in. Good. Keep it going. Breathing all the time, making sure you're not holding your breath when you're doing any of these movements. When we say hold the muscles in, we're not holding the breath at the same time. There's a real difference between holding in the muscles and holding your breath. So make sure you're breathing freely, and if you don't know when to breathe, you can always exhale on effort. So when it's hard, so there, and rest. Well done. Okay, next exercise. I'm just looking down on my list of what's next. Okay, again, we're going to be using the weight. You don't have to use the weight. Toes facing forwards. I'm going to keep the weight into my body, but not touching my body. I'm going to turn, push the weight out, come back in, and turn. Ready? Let's go. We're going to switch sides. Over, turn, back, out, in, back. If this is too hard, just do it without the weight. Turn that toe, so turn the heel up on the opposite foot. Good. So one toe's facing forwards, one heel is turned. Breathing all the time, holding into your tummy muscles, but not holding your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. Okay, one more lot of those. You're doing really, really well today. We're getting through this session and you are doing some really great movements, improving your fitness. You'll be fitter by the end of this session than when you were at the beginning. So if you're finding it tough, just take heart that you're doing the right thing today. Let's go again. Last one of these. So turn, place the weight down, bring it up, turn again, over, place it down, bring it up, back in. Good. So imagining you're putting your weight onto a shelf and you're bringing it back off the shelf again. Good. So we've got a little bit of arms in here today because your body is linked. There's not one part of your body that works without another part. So it's really important to just get everything moving if you can. Nothing works in isolation. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Finish the movement that you are on. I'm going to put my weight back down because the next exercise is a no weight exercise. We're going to do a standing bicycle crunch, which is one of my favorite exercises. So fingertips onto temples, and we're going to bring the knee to the elbow to meet. We're going to do 3 on one side, then 3 on the other side. Ready? Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, switch sides. 1, 2, 3, switch sides. Good. Now, obviously that 3 is just an arbitrary number. You can do, if you end up doing 4 because you've lost count, or 2, or just 1, that's okay. It just makes it a little bit more interesting if we've got a bit of a rhythm here. So the key is not in how many reps you're doing each side. It's making sure that you're working balanced on each side. Good. Rest when you've finished. Good, well done. So always finishing that movement, then take your rest. We're gonna go again, 10 seconds. You're so close to the end of this program now. You're doing really, really, really well. Really, really, really well. 5 seconds to go. 2 more exercises to go after this, okay? Ready? Let's go. Actually, 1 more exercise to go after this. So even better news. Keep it going. Good. Crunch, crunch, and crunch. Well done. Those legs are starting to feel a little heavy now. That's okay. Like I said, we're near to the end. And every time you're balancing on one leg, that leg is doing a lot of work, so that's okay. You're asking a lot of your body. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to finish off on the other side. I'm just going to eat into my rest here. Do what's right for you. Okay, last exercise. We're going to work on one side only. We're going to do the hand is going to come to your knee. Then you're going to come back out again, and then you're going to bring your hand to your foot, okay? We're going to stay on one side. We're going to do a straight swap to the other side. Ready? Let's go. So hand to knee, out, hand to foot, out. Knee, foot. Find your rhythm. Knee, foot, knee, and foot. Go whatever pace you want to. I'm doing a little touchdown with the toe in between each little movement here. If you need to take a longer pause at the bottom, then you can. Good. Foot, knee, and foot. Keep it going. 5 seconds. Rest. Okay. I'm going to just take 20 seconds here. We're going to go to the other side, and then we're going to go one more round, okay? So let's get ourselves ready. 10 seconds. Before we go on the other side, you may find that you started with your stronger side. If this side feels a bit weird, if it feels a bit weaker, don't worry. That's really normal. Knee, foot, knee, and foot. Good. I really hope you're enjoying this session with me today. Please let me know if you're enjoying it. I always like to know in the comments. I read all the comments. I will reply to the comments as well. So please do let me know. If you do any of these workouts, you're part of the community. So it's always really nice to see which workouts you've been doing. 3, 2, 1, take your rest. One more on each side. I'm starting to feel the cardio effect of that exercise. I wonder if you are too. 10 seconds before we go. Again, one more on each side and then you're done for the day. Okay, after you've done this session, please consider going and doing, ready to go, one of my cooldown sessions. So either 5-minute flow, 8-minute recovery. You'll find all of those kind of sessions on my website, nicely, neatly bundled up. So again, that's strengthandbloom.com. Please feel free, go over there, have a little look. Good job. Bring it in. Well done. Keep it going then, 10 seconds. Leg feeling heavy now. That's okay. You're doing a really good job here. These standing up exercises are often quite cardio. 2, 1, take a rest. One more on the other side. A few deep breaths in through the nose and push it out of the mouth. Ready? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Got Tom having a bit of a run around. So as you can tell, this is my house. This is not a studio. This is where I live. There's usually a sofa here. I push it out of the way for every session. This is so I'm just working in my house, the same as you. You don't need anything fancy. Good. And sometimes the cats get involved. They do love it. As soon as they hear me talking, they come in. They know I've got the camera on. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rest. Really, really well done. Good, good job. We're just going to do a quick back extension. So I want you to just have your toes facing forwards. I'm just turning to the side so you can see. Toes facing forwards and just a little stretch out. Little stretch. Coming back. Breathing all the time. Only come as far as you can breathe. And back forwards. Nice straight back. One more then. So please do go and check out my recovery sessions. Just go and sit down and crack on with your day. I know it's really tempting. And rest. So please do go and check out strengthandbloom.com, where you will find all of my workouts, information, advice, plus the store as well. Members of the community get extra perks like a weekly live session and catch up of those weekly live sessions. So they are exclusive sessions to Strength and Bloom members, who we lovingly call the Sisters of Sweat. So if you want to get involved in that, head over to strengthandbloom.com and I'll see you there. Otherwise, leave a comment, please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.